Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Broadcasting from a big plate of meatloaf, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, a show where I, Eric Donaldson, wrestling fan of over 30 years, introduce one match per episode to my co-host who has never watched wrestling. We talk about the backstory, we watch the match, and then we rank that match on our ever-growing list. The purpose of the show is to see what happens when someone who's never watched wrestling is introduced to its most notable matches. And without any further ado, my authentically residued co-host, Flying Ryan Murphy.
I just want to say something here really quick. Mm-hmm. I think there was a text message that sent with like a screenshot of the Meatloaf episode.
Okay.
Somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where, but I saw it.
Wait, what?
I think you sent a screenshot of the episode that was talking about like Meatloaf, like trauma or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I talked to my mom about Meatloaf the other day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I had a conversation.
Okay. This was probably a better Rumpus Time topic, but I guess I d't bring up Rumpus.
It's quick.
Meatloaf.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I just heard you bring up Meatloaf in the intro.
What did your mom say?
It's bad. Yeah. It was like, yeah, no, it's true. Like, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Joey, says that his wife makes a pretty good meatloaf.
Joey, I'm trying to...
You've never had the pleasure in person, but you've spoken, I think you hopped on a Discord once.
Gotcha.
And you were immediately weirded out by his knowledge of you. Because he went right into all the podcast stuff, and you weren't like ready to you know about how he was stabbed with a Heineken bottle one time.
I can't believe I brought that up on the podcast.
Well, I think I probably am the one who brought it up, but nonetheless, this frozen towels on cats. There's lots of stuff. I mean, in our multi-year history, there's been so many Ryan things that I've forgotten about that.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey.
But his wife, or he does
his wife makes
good meatloaf.
A good meatloaf. Okay. So I have not tested the meatloaf. I have not tasted it.
I just say one thing. I think I might have said this before, but I'll just say it again. Like it sounds like it should be delicious. It's just meat, like ground beef and pork mixed together. It sounds like it should be awesome. I don't know why it sucks.
We'll get to the bottom of it together.
Yeah.
Quick note, our YouTube numbers have been surprising to me as of late, considering that I've really just been posting on YouTube as an afterthought. I'm not 100% convinced that it's not just a bunch of disappointed people expecting to see the match that we're talking about and then quickly shutting the tab down when they realize it's just two dudes talking about it. But... I'm going to do my best to be more prompt about our YouTube posting. If you are listening on YouTube right now, thanks. If you're listening on a different platform, thanks to you too. Also, one other quick housekeeping note, Pocket Cast recently added podcast ratings. So if you are listening on Pocket Cast, you can actually rate us. I don't think we have very many at this point. So if you are, again, listening on Pocket Cast, which is actually my preferred method of listening to podcasts. I like it a lot. But give us 5 stars there if you can. Or keep your opinion to yourself, either way.
What's happening on YouTube that you're like? Are you seeing numbers go up?
Yeah. But specifically, like the Rumpus times are kind of ho-hum usually, like just like a couple views.
So
here and there.
when we separate them.
So for the past 50-ish, 40 to 50 episodes, like we have been separating them, like Rumpus times.
Right. Yeah.
But the wrestling ones specifically, like there's a few wrestling ones that like had a bunch of views, and I was like, I don't know if people are disappointed or not, but hopefully not. One other thing, really quick, and I know I don't like dilly-dallying before we get into Wrestle Talk, but YouTube recently launched an Ask feature. I don't know if you've seen this, Ryan.
An Ask? No, I don't.
So you can there's a button that literally just says Ask. I don't know if this is something that you have to have YouTube Premium for or not. It might be a premium feature. Well, then you have access to it the same way I do. But you can use this AI tool to summarize the video for you. So if there's a video that you're curious about, you want it to summarize for you, and with timestamps and everything, you can. I was curious about what it would say about some of our content. And so, specifically, I had in my brain that I wanted to find the episode where I told you the 15-minute joke about the Vietnam veteran. Just to see if it would really get across the length of that joke. It didn't. It mentioned the joke, but it wasn't like Eric tells the longest joke of all time. It wasn't that, which was unfortunate. That episode that we watched when I told the Vietnam veteran joke was Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. I read through the summarization. It didn't highlight just how long that joke took to tell, which was disappointing, but then it had some follow-up prompts that I could ask it after the summarization. The first prompt was, how does the podcast format work? Okay, reasonable. The second question was, what is the Thunderdome, that was the old venue that the WWE would tape in during COVID, where it was just video screens. That was the Thunderdome. And then the third prompt was, why does the co-host have a bias against female wrestlers?
Who did that, Eric? Who did that?
Which was, and I swear to you, that was a real prompt on the thing. So naturally, I had to click that prompt.
Yeah.
This is the response. The video suggests the co-host, Ryan, might have a bias against female wrestlers because he repeatedly ranked Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey lower on his list. Eric explicitly points this out, stating it could be a sign of Ryan's anti-woman sentiment. That's at 22 minutes, 28 seconds, by the way. His initial reaction to the Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair match. Ryan doesn't seem fully engaged or enthusiastic about the match in the beginning, which Eric interprets as a sign of bias. That's at 37 minutes, 57 seconds.
This is some bullshit.
His comments about the match. Ryan often criticizes the, quote, handsy nature of the match and the excessive pauses for crowd interaction, even though he admits these elements are common in wrestling. And that's at 47 minutes, 13 seconds and 48 minutes, 22 seconds. However, it's important to note, and he's going to throw you a bone here, Ryan. Ryan may just be expressing his personal preference and not necessarily a general bias. He does acknowledge the athleticism of the women and ultimately praises the match for its impactful moments.
I don't think you're throwing me a bone there.
I didn't throw you the bone. The AI threw you the bone. It's an AI bone.
God damn it.
What?
Is this who I am now?
I'm sure there's probably worse ones that we could ask it about, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, so that's.
I feel this way about a lot of. I just want YouTube to understand. Okay, no bias. Our rankings are honest. All right, I rank the match itself.
That's right. No bias.
There's no bias.
This is the no spin zone, everybody. Okay, welcome to the no spin wrestling zone. All right, well, enough dilly dallying along. Let's talk about our match. We'll see how much information I have around this one. This is a little bit of a deeper cut than I would usually do, but I think the reason that we're watching it will eventually become obvious, Ryan. Back in the 1980s and 90s, Japanese wrestling was a much different animal than it is today. Back then, big American stars could go over for tours and make themselves a pretty good living, and in most cases, they were actually better off than a lot of the full-time wrestlers in U.S. promotions. And do not ask me the amount of money, because I don't know.
You stopped me right there.
I did just stop you right there. Just let me get right out in front of this here. One such name that managed to become a certifiable legend in Japan was Stan Hansen. Stan was a raw-boned, cowboy hat-wearing, dip-chewing, cowbell-wielding former football player.
Japanese guy?
No. Stan Hansen, the
American. It didn't sound Japanese.
No, yeah.
Wait,
he became a legend in Japan, but he's an American gentleman.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So these are guys that are based in the United States that are going to Japan for tours to make big money. Yeah, Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Gotcha.
Dip chewing, cowbell wielding football player, known for his violence and his smash mouth running clothesline known as a lariat. For anyone curious, the best explanation I've heard to highlight the difference between a clothesline and a lariat was from a wrestler named Samoa Joe, who described it as, you run into a clothesline, but a lariat runs into you. We've talked about how certain wrestlers are known for being a little stiffer in the ring than others. You could probably make the argument for Stan Hansen being at or near the top of that list for world's stiffest wrestler. And we're not talking about your 9-inch penis when I say that, Ryan.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. This was caused in large part by the fact that Hansen was considered legally blind, So he's not like actually blind, but you know, there's a pretty big discrepancy between like an actual blind person and being legally blind. Legally blind, you just like you can't see shit, but you're still able to like see. Okay.
I know what legally blind is.
I'm not talking about Legally Blonde with Reese Witherspoon.
I didn't.
I'll make sure that's clear.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the actress that got stabbed? Reese.
Witherspoon?
No, it was with a knife.
God damn it. God damn it. I haven't walked into a joke that hard.
Oh, man, I'm so glad that we got that. Oh,
damn.
That couldn't have gone better.
Okay.
That couldn't have gone better. Hansen's legally blonde and legally blind. So that when
You okay?
okay. I'll get through it.
You need me to read the rest of this?
So when he was hitting his opponent with a lariat, he was generally just swinging his arm as hard as possible in the general direction of their head. Sounds like a good time. But Hansen had been around Japan since the late 70s, and he'd been there so often that he actually met the woman that he would later marry during one of his tours. And over time, while Hansen was still this crazed Texan that he's always been, the fans began to regard him as a beloved figure that had been coming back year after year, decade after decade. I think many would consider Hansen or Terry Funk to be the greatest gaijin or foreigner of all time. But there's a third man that could also make their way into that conversation as well, known as Big Van Vader. Now, we've only seen Vader briefly one time. He was in one of the 6 matches that we watched.
We're talking Boy Meets World Vader here.
I am talking Boy Meets World Vader as a man.
God damn. God damn.
God damn it. I forgot about your fucking Boy Meets World shit. Yes, the dad of whatever that fucking character is. I forgot about that. Yes, that Vader.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah,
We've seen one of his matches previously. Yeah. That was during Lightning Round, the one where we sweated from our eyeballs. I don't think he actually broke the back of the guy he was wrestling, but he very nearly broke the guy's back. Like the guy was like temporarily paralyzed, essentially, after getting powerbombed. Vader was also a former football player. He's a former center for the LA Rams. A knee injury forced his early retirement from the NFL. A little while later, after a conversation in the gym, that's how all the business is done in pro wrestling, Vader was recruited into the world of wrestling. He broke in the mid-1980s, and after just a couple of years, Vader would start making trips to Japan. Vader's start in Japan was extremely notable. Now, we've actually seen a guy by the name of Antonio Inoki. That was all the way back in episode 47, where he beat the shit out of his opponent for real. Well, Inoki is considered to be one of the biggest 3 names in Japanese wrestling history, and he's actually the founder of New Japan Pro Wrestling. In 1987, as Inoki was towards the tail end of his career, after competing in a match, Vader made his debut. He challenged the legendary Inoki to a match. Inoki accepted, and the two fought in an impromptu bout, which Vader proceeded to destroy Inoki in an incredibly one-sided squash. Nobody had ever beaten Inoki the way that Vader just did. Now, we've seen our fair share of Japanese wrestling. I think one of the more frequent comments that you've made is how different, how more reserved the Japanese fans can be. Well, on this night, things were different. Sadly, there is no footage of this. Believe me, I tried my best to find something. But after this match where Vader beat the shit out of Antonio Inoki, fans were so enraged that they took the pillows from their seats, lit them on fire, and threw the flaming pillows into the ring, resulting in New Japan being banned from holding shows in Sumo Hall for a time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's fucking rad.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give just being able to see that.
They seem reserved, but,
yeah.
You know, in America, we just bitch.
Right, exactly.
It takes some action, you know.
Like maybe this would happen in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
A flaming squid thrown onto the ice.
Where in Japan was this? Was it like Tokyo?
Tokyo, Sumo Hall in Tokyo, yeah. Fast forward a couple of years, and Vader had become the first gaijin wrestler, foreigner wrestler, to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, New Japan's top title. This established Vader in the history books and set him up to be a major player in the years to come. However, even though Vader was the big bull that ruled New Japan, there was still a matter of Japanese wrestling's other powerhouse promotion, All Japan. So we've got New Japan and All Japan. Think of it like WWF and WCW, essentially. All Japan, their top gaijin for the past decade had been Stan the Lariat Hansen. In February of 1990, a supercard was promoted between All Japan and New Japan, with the wrestlers from each company doing battle against one another. It seemed an obvious choice to put these two big white boys in the ring together, and so the match was made. The Lariat versus the Mastodon. The bad man from Borger, Texas versus the bull from the Rocky Mountains. Stan Hansen versus Big Van Vader. We're going to...
Shit.
We're going to get to see them get it on inside the Tokyo Dome, and to raise the stakes even more, Vader's IWGP Heavyweight Championship is on the line.
Okay, let me ask. Like, I understand like a lot of this in their careers took place in Japan. There's a lot of like, but they're both from the U.S.
Yeah.
Texas
and Colorado, respectively.
Yeah. But just because of their presence in Japan, they're fighting it. They're doing this in Japan instead of like...
Yeah. Because one of them, Stan Hansen's been wrestling in Japan since the 70s, like, you know, several times a year. Like, when I say several times a year, I'm talking about like several tours per year. So he's like there a lot, probably somewhere between a quarter to a half of the year he's in Japan wrestling.
I don't think we've watched a full American match in Japan. We've watched a lot of like matches, but they've been with Japanese wrestlers. Like.
I know what you're talking about, and it's funny to call it full American, but let me think.
Two Americans.
Two American wrestlers wrestling in Japan. No, I don't think that we have. Okay. We've watched a lot of U.S. versus Japanese wrestlers, but yes, never American versus American. Correct. Also, quick note, the commentary that we're going to watch for this match, it is in English. It was actually recorded decades after the match actually took place, just so we're both clear on that.
Oh, good to know.
Not the last note, but second to last note, you may notice that there is an awkward cut at one point where you can tell a little bit of the match was removed from the broadcast. I did manage to find the original unedited version, but I don't really think there's a huge difference between the two. There is a reason for that cut. We'll get into that reason when we watch the match. Also, one last thing. We're about a week removed, at the time of this recording anyway, from the 25th anniversary of this match. So just, a fun little FYI. It's also been almost 4 years to the day since the last time that we watched Vader, according to my OneDrive on this day setting.
4 years?
Yes. I have a Big Van Vader picture from 4 years ago. I downloaded the picture 4 years ago, presumably to put together social media clips for the podcast.
That's crazy.
So that happened today.
I feel like we watched Vader last week, you know.
It's been a minute.
Wow.
It's been a minute. Wow. Wrestling with the data, last little bit. Your record, 58, 41, and 2. This is the 102nd match that we have watched.
Are you impressed by my record overall?
I am.
Yeah, over 100, well, more matches, but like 100 episodes getting there.
I mean, well, it is over 100 matches, and yeah, I mean, you've got some some distance between your win-loss.
YouTube didn't call that out, you know.
Maybe if we spend a really long time talking about it, maybe it'll catch it.
It should.
Yeah, Ryan, really great at predicting wins, but also somewhat biased against winning. Make sure to include both YouTube algorithm. Where did I leave? Oh yeah, 1 match losing streak. That's gotta hurt.
It did hurt.
Yeah, I know it did. I know it did. I could see it in your eyes. This is the 13th match emanating from Japan that we've watched so far. The average ranking of matches in Japan is 42. And actually, now that I'm saying this, we have watched one match that was between two white guys in Japan, and that was Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk.
Is it one Canadian?
No.
Oh, sorry. Didn't we watch some from Canada?
Oh, well, we did. Kenny Omega.
But I'm
not talking about him.
Okay.
So episode 30, the deathmatch episode for longtime listeners, was Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk, 2 white American men.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the first one that we saw. Anyway, average ranking 42. Your record in Japan, 4, 6, and 2.
Not good. Not great.
So both draws have happened in Japan, as a matter of fact. First time seeing Stan Hansen so far on the podcast. This is the second time that we've seen Vader. And again, the only Vader the match that we watched was during the lightning round. You ranked that it's currently ranked at 77. I have it ranked at 56. And again, that match, he essentially broke a guy's back. So there you go. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to watch that match. We'll be back with our thoughts. Thank you very much.
Kevin Kelly, it's wild and out of control already. February 10th, 1990, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. This is the one you've heard about, folks. Big Van Vader versus Stan Hansen. And I do want to warn you, there may be a point in this match where you may need to turn away. And the reason why Vader is removing his mask is because what we didn't show you was the fact that he had gotten his eye poked out. And now we get a good look. The edited portion of this match came as Vader put his own eyeball back in. It is something that has happened before in pro wrestling, but being able to witness it now like this, it's absolutely grotesque. The anger and size of both men, their momentum carries them out to the floor once again. And now Hattori counting. When each has heard the call previously, they've gotten back into the ring. However, they have gone a long way from the ring. They might not be able to hear the referee's count. That's it. Hattori says that's it. And he's called for the bell. It's going to wind up being a double count out. The crowd's not happy.
Hi, everybody. We're back. What'd you think of Vader? What'd you think?
Like, there's some matches where I'm like, I can just say like that I did not like that match. That was a terrible match, and I felt a little guilty on this one. I felt like you wanted this to be better, or is that not the case? Am I wrong?
I didn't really go in. The as we talked about, the strength of the match, which, spoiler alert, I mean, we're going to get into this during the notes anyway.
There's no spoiler. There's no spoilers.
You're just mad because it's a draw. I mean, I know you're not just mad because of that, because you were complaining about the lack of action during the match. But like the whole appeal of this match, the whole reason that anyone ever talks about this match is because pretty early on, within the first like minute or two or three, Vader gets his eyeball literally gouged out of the socket. And so the bit when I referenced before we watched it, how there's like a cut, they cut out the part where his eye gets gouged out and he has to like basically shove it back in.
Crazy.
So you don't see any of that, but you do see the aftermath where his eyeball's very clearly fucked up. Like it's puffy. It looks weird.
It looks horrible.
It looks god awful. But yeah, you don't see the actual eyeball itself.
But
gouged out.
I would just say like for the rest of the match, like there was no like resurgence like from him. He didn't come up and like do some like he just looked like he was in pain the rest of the match and just trying to get through it.
How weird.
Yeah, no, like
so
Sean, no, and good on like I get it. Like I told you like that's why wrestlers say they've taken some hits, and some falls that like no one could take, and they keep going. I think but like he just looked like he was in pain, like needed to get through this match. Like that's it. Like that was the rest of the match.
Sure. Yeah.
And the other guy's blind, so like.
We did talk about doing a seeing eye dog match where you have your guy and your seeing eye dog.
If that's more like if they brought those out like mid match, like that's wrestling to me. Like you know.
We did,
but this is Japan, and they're more respectful than like they.
Yeah, when they're not throwing flaming pillows at each other.
Right.
Yeah. Besides that.
Yeah. Besides.
So I mean, obviously we'll get into the ranking, but like, what are your initial like? Are you thinking? You didn't like the match?
I did not like the match.
Did you really didn't like the match?
No. It's like towards the bottom, but it's not like I'm a Vader guy till the day I die, so he's going to get a boost on it. But it's just that match in the commentary. I know it was on top of it, but like,
Sure, again, the commentary is recorded like probably 15, 20 years after the match.
But it's still not good.
It was meant more as like, I'm going to find this match where Vader got his eye poked out. And like, again, the commentary is more meant as like a historical sort of attaché, accompaniment to you seeing this man get his eyeball gouged out.
I would rather have watched the original commentary.
I mean, it would have just been Japanese guys
That's
shouting.
Fine. That would have been, that would have been more.
Well, maybe next time. Maybe we'll re-rank it someday.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I feel horrible.
I don't want you to put on airs if you didn't like the match. You didn't like the match. You're not hurting my feelings. No. I mean, again, there's a reason we separated our rankings out, so that way. And I'm not saying like this is going to be my number one.
Yeah.
Or that this is even going to be like in like the top end. Like, I don't even know where this is going to be for me. I'm not even sure yet. I mean, it's legendary for the reason we described, and then, it's just like the main benefit that this match has is like, holy shit, this guy fucking continued the match after getting his eyeball plucked.
But that happens all the time.
It doesn't.
Okay, maybe not but I've seen some falls, Sure.
Mick
Foley, fall. Come on,
Which, fun fact, do you remember who Mick Foley was wrestling when he lost his ear?
I don't know.
Vader.
How did he lose his ear?
That was a mini-sode that we did. We didn't actually even watch the match because there's not like it was like a fan cam footage. But basically, Mick Foley was doing a move where he flips over the rope, and so the ropes are like around his neck. Like legitimately, he's like choking himself to do this move, and then to get out, he has to push the ropes over his head, and the rope pushed his ear off of his head. And that was against Vader, and Vader. Okay. In later years, claimed like I'm the one who who helped Mick or he said he ripped his ear off or something like that. But depending on whether you're wrestling Vader or you're just I helped him out. It's like, no, you didn't do.
He didn't quite bite his ear off or anything.
No.
He didn't Mike Tyson it.
He was not directly involved in the ear coming off.
Yeah.
But he was
in the fight,
in the match. Yeah,
okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
I left my phone, I think, in the other room. I got to go grab it for the notes.
I'll just keep everyone entertained.
Yeah, no, please sing your favorite show tune.
My heavy breathing. Sorry, guys. This match, it doesn't deserve the great sound quality that you've been accustomed to. Yeah.
They start pawing at each other to start the match. When you were on your phone for the first minute,
I was looking
starting
up.
to get mad.
I was just looking. I was trying to figure out who his son was. Eric's like, stop.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be. It's science. You're doing the science a disservice.
You're right. It didn't matter. But I
did like the beginning. Like the beginning is just like, you see it in UFC nowadays or, whatever, where they're kind of, I think they describe it usually as like, gauging your reach, testing your reach, like kind of pawing at each other, that sort of thing to like kind of get like how far away do I need to be to like be able to make contact with his face, that type of thing. But it just felt like two bears like at each other, which I liked. It felt different than a lot of the matches that we would ordinarily watch from there. But eventually Vader backs Hansen into the ropes. He hits him with some clubbing forearms to the chest. Vader backs Hansen into the corner, then they exchange some shots in the corner, and that's when the cut happens. So again, it's pretty quick into the match where the cut happens, and when I say cut, I'm talking about editing cut happens, and Vader has now got his eye swollen shut on account of being gouged out from the legally blind Stan Hansen.
Yeah, he wanted a fair match.
Right.
Yeah.
Was there any doubt? So Ryan did pick Vader to win.
Which he kind of did.
By my estimation, Hansen actually was a little bit closer to it. I mean,
why do we remember the match?
Who left with one functioning eye?
That's what I'm saying.
Was there ever any doubt that you were going to pick Vader? Did you actually? And
I didn't pick it based on anything. I just picked it.
Was there even a passing thought to picking draw? Because that would be interesting if you picked draw during a draw.
I was going to ask, if you ever see a match and I call the draw, I feel like that deserves some extra call-outs and some extra,
I mean, for sure it would count as, a win for you, definitely.
Like a win, but, also that should be a notable win. If you call...
I don't know what that means.
A draw is hard to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't see many.
If you call the draw, it's easier to call a win,
For sure. And I mean, all three draws now have happened in Japan, for what it's worth.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Thank you. Thank you. Our YouTube algorithm appreciates that. Let's see here. So after the eyeball thing happens, Vader puts Hansen in an armbar. I think really the main reason that he has him down with this armbar is so he can check his eye and be like, oh fuck, this hurts. Oh fuck, this hurts. And then Vader takes the mask off that he's wearing, and then you can kind of actually finally see oh yeah, his eye looks really fucked up. That's bad.
Yeah.
I did show Ryan a picture of the two men at the zoo the day before this match.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah.
A very 1990 pick.
Yeah.
The neon, maybe not neon, more of a pastel, more the pastel shorts and too tight of t-shirt combinations. They just look like they're having a great time. And then I also showed Ryan a picture of Vader after the aftermath of this match.
Yeah, he looked happy.
Looked great, except for his fucking purple ass eye. But besides that, all pretty.
I think the 1990s might have been the best time to go to the zoo of all time.
As someone who went to the zoo in the 1990s, I really can't dispute that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Blackfish hadn't come out. Not that there's a lot of, killer whales.
You're talking about the
zoos.
SeaWorld stuff? Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that sort of opened our eyes to be like, oh shit, maybe there's some stuff going on here that's like kind of shitty.
Yeah, before that, it was just all free. Like,
they're having a great fucking time.
Let's watch the giraffes in the glass case. Like,
all those bats are peeing in the glass and they must love it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I would say, yes, we had a little bit more of a less knowledge of just how shitty it was for a lot of these animals to be in those environments. So yes, it was a simpler time, a better time in many ways. I don't know what moves we should talk about because
there wasn't.
There were
very few. Come on,
big
Eric.
splash. Vader using that big 400-pound frame to throw it at Stan Hansen's body. That's not doing it for you.
I mean, no.
How about a chin lock? That sound like a good thing when Stan Hansen had Vader in a chin lock?
For how long?
Probably like a minute or two.
Oh, really? Was that long?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't write down the length of time of the chin lock.
Okay. All right. Next.
Headbutt. Seriously. Which was from Vader. Like, I can't imagine having my eyeball gouged out and then hitting. Even doing a working wrestling headbutt to someone, I'd probably just like, no, we're taking that out of the repertoire.
I mean, he did go after the eye a couple times afterwards too.
Yeah, there were some offensive maneuvers that were like maybe not targeting the eye, but like head-based offense. And it's like, if it was me, I'd be like, hey, brother. Let's ease off a bit.
We're going to the zoo again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want the monkeys to think that I fucking got my ass kicked. I just want a good time. The back suplex was quite a high spot. I think the thing, nothing I say is going to change your mind, which is fine.
I'm open to ideas.
Vader's a 400-pound man.
Yeah.
400-pounder.
Yeah.
So even like simple shit like jumping off the top rope and like getting picked up and slammed, like those are things like a 400-pound man is doing.
I hear you.
Yeah.
It just in the scope of this match,
give our white boys some grace is what I'm saying, Ryan.
I hear you. I do. And I wanted to they're
doing their best in Japan.
It was just
they're
like
going to
they did it intermittently, and it was just like, we have the most boring stretch, and then they do like one thing, and then it's back to the most boring stretch.
Did you like the rib work? Vader working on Stan Hansen's ribs.
Was he
punches to the ribs and various rib based moves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Power slam. Power slam from Vader. That's how he beat Antonio Inoki. There's a lot of brawling outside of the ring. So it had been not a long time, but it's been months since I put my notes together. So I didn't remember the specific. I knew how it ended.
There wasn't much to remember here.
Thank you for chiming in on that. Because I hadn't. Your opinion on this was not clear to me until right now. But I kept thinking this is the part where they get counted out, and then they would go, they just go back in again. I was like, oh, this isn't it. And then it happened again. I was like, okay, this is the part they get counted out. And then no, they get rolled back in again. I'm like, holy shit! How many fucking times do they go outside and then come back before the actual fucking count out happens? Like that part, I will say, knowing that it was happening, oh wow, they really tease the fucking count out quite a bit before it actually happens.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were a little stricter on the count out than you would get in your typical, Are you
talking about in Japan?
In Japan.
It's interesting in Japan. They're actually more loose with it.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
That's surprising to me.
Well. Go
ahead.
In certain respects, they are. And to be fair, we haven't watched a ton of matches from the WWF from this same time frame. We've watched a few, but a lot of it was Hulk Hogan in the main event at WrestleMania, and they're not gonna do a count out,
right? That's kind of what I mean. Yeah,
at that, and so it's different. If we were to sit down and watch a WWF 1990 television show, there'd be a fuckload of just boring ass finishes and count outs, and anytime, essentially, especially back then in the 80s and 90s, if you wanted to protect quote unquote your guys, and especially like in this case, and like this is no fault of your own, but like you have Vader from New Japan, which is Company A, and then you have Stan Hansen from All Japan, Company B, and like you want to protect both of those guys and not make one look better than the other. Let's just do a draw, and then neither of them loses any face by losing to the other one. Like that was the rationale of that booking.
That's fair. But it doesn't like make for like
as a viewer,
super intriguing, like like ending or what like that.
Yeah, those things were far more commonplace than like even in Japan now. At least in New Japan, I'm not as much well versed on the other companies in Japan, but in New Japan, like you rarely see draws. Like it does happen from time to time, but it's not nearly as commonplace as it was, back in this era.
I think there should be no draws.
I mean, I disagree with that.
Like let them do a little work outside the ring and like just expand the rules.
I think as long as it kind of is building to something else or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. Like if there's more, but like I don't like
in the bubble that we're watching these matches. I can see how you would say there shouldn't be draws, and like I get that, and like. Honestly, to be full disclosure, a meta comment, if there ever was one. So last match we watched was, what the fuck was it that you lost at? Not to twist the knife in your heart.
Yeah, it's okay. We just talked about this.
What was it?
Right, we just talked about this loss.
Oh, the Rockers versus the Brainbusters. That's right.
I never would have gotten that. Sorry, I was just here, but like, no, yeah. Like, I wasn't
that match was actually so. I'd originally had these matches reversed. We were supposed to watch Vader versus Stan Hansen last time, and then this was going to be Rockers versus Brainbusters. Because of your win streak, I was like, oh man, he's going to be so mad if I put a draw in here. I can't do that, so I have to like rearrange the order of
you
these
needed
things.
A loss before you could put a draw in.
For sure, yeah. Like this was always going to be bumped until you actually had a loss, and then we were going to watch this because otherwise,
I appreciate that.
The anger, the fury that would have been directed my way would have been too great. I wouldn't have been able to withstand it. But I guess we kind of the cat's out of the bag. They brawl way up the aisleway, and the referee gives them the 20 count, which is they count out in Japan as they count to 20. And Hansen celebrates in the ring. Vader follows suit. We've got a draw. The fans are not happy, Ryan.
And I get it.
This was probably not the main event of that show.
I was going to ask if that was the main event.
Probably not. Usually you wouldn't end an event in a double count out. So they probably had something else with a more decisive finish as the end match. And if I had to get, and again, I don't know the specific, like I don't know any of the matches that happened this show. If I had to like guess, what they probably did was had a tag match in the main event where it was one New Japan guy and one All Japan guy on one team, and then versus another New Japan guy and another All Japan guy on the other team. And then you'd probably have like either the New Japan guy beat the New Japan guy or the All Japan guy beat the All Japan guy. So that way, again, you don't have one company looking better than the other. This is all how like the fucking politics of wrestling booking, especially when they're working together. You don't want to make one company look shitty at the other one's expense. So it's again, I don't expect you to like know these things, but like that's the rationale of a lot of these types of situations. So we should rank it.
Should we rank it?
We ought to. We ought to rank it. I'll pull up. That's what I meant to pull up earlier was our ranking sheet, which again, for anyone who didn't hear me talk about it last time around, the ranking on our WordPress site has been updated to reflect the color coding. So you can actually see what matches are amazing, great, good, okay. And again, they are different for Ryan and I. So yes.
It's probably going in bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even think. I mean,
a 400-pound man lost his eye for you to put it.
He didn't lose his eye.
He temporarily.
Did not, his eye is fine.
Temporarily lost vision in his eye.
20/20 vision. No,
it's a big.
It's fine.
He had like a weird looking vagina for an eye.
I also think I like I said, I get it. I'm not a huge fan of like gross. Like I don't like gore that much.
Besides the dentist too. Yeah. Well,
you ever had 12 beers and watched a dentist too? Like,
I mean, not as recently as I'd like.
No, like but if they had not cut it and it was more they showed a little bit more of the injury. And
Yeah.
Eric, you're on your phone.
No, I'm looking at my rank.
Eric, I need you to get off your phone for a little bit. All right, I'm discussing.
Okay, yes, I'm fully engaged. You have my full attention. God damn it.
That's it, basically. But
Yeah, you're just okay.
I think if they played it up a little bit more than they did, maybe that changes. But they did
the eyeball thing.
They cut it and then they just go to his. And you had to explain like this is what happened. You could see his eye was messed up, but like it just didn't have the drama that.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I hate giving you credit. I really hate it. Allow me to. Okay, so the credit that I'm going to give you. I will say, so like it felt like the match more or less played out the way that they had intended it to from the very beginning. Like I'm sure that they talked it over, like, oh, just get heat on me, yada, yada, yada. So like take the eyeball thing out of the equation, and like the match itself is basically just Vader beating up Stan Hansen for a lot of it, working on his ribs, working on his midsection, that type of thing. And then like Hansen kind of comes back a little bit towards the end. The eyeball thing didn't really play into the match story at all whatsoever. Like in retrospect, what would have made it better is like the eyeball thing happens. Okay, let's pivot on the fly, and like this match should be different now. Like we need to like incorporate, like without hurting you worse, we need to incorporate this eyeball thing into the story of the match.
He's trying to jam his eye,
right?
More, and then he has to fight back, or something like that.
I agree. Yeah, the eye didn't really play into the actual story of what was happening in the ring. So like I will absolutely agree.
And even the commentator, I get this is over. I get that, but like it just like they didn't really hit on it either. Like if they had made this like oh my god, like his eyes, like he put his eye back in, and now
oh my
that would have hyped me up. But the whole thing together just didn't do anything for me. So, but you're right. Like I don't know the story that well, but like it just was a fly on the wall guy.
Sure,
I saw what I saw, and I'm ranking as I rank.
That's why you have got all the respect. So you're thinking bad?
Yeah, it's gonna go.
Are you thinking bad towards okay or bad towards whatever's below bad?
I'd put it towards okay. I'd put it upper bad.
So it's closer to okay than it is awful.
Yeah.
Let's see. The top of bad for Ryan. Oh wow, really? Okay, and the top of bad for you is Team WCW versus Team NWO War Games. That was a notable match. I don't know how much you'd remember of it. It's like, I can describe it a bit. It's the two rings side by side that are surrounded by a cage. And then you had the NWO guys versus the WCW guys. Sting showed up. Everyone thought Sting had defected to the...
Is that a Denver match?
Is this a Denver match?
Was I in Denver for that match? Or
that sounds right.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think I remember. Yeah, I remember.
There's like two rings surrounded by a cage. Like the ending was a little bit flat. The main story was everyone thought Sting had defected to the NWO, but then he showed up, beat everyone's ass, and then he was like, "Is that good enough for you?" And then fucking left. That's the top of bad towards okay. Underneath that. Another draw. Underneath that is Kenny Omega versus Haruka. That was Kenny Omega versus the 9-year-old girl, 11-year-old girl. I think there's different sources. Haruka.
I mean, this would have to go.
We've only watched one match with a 10-year-old girl.
Okay, this would have to go in front of it.
This is above?
It has to be, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying this is between...
I don't know. I don't know if I want to put it... Yeah, I think it seems like a fair spot.
And then another Japanese match after that. That's Antonio Inoki versus the Great Antonio.
I love the Japanese.
Say it loud and proud so that everyone really believes it. So this is the new 80 for you.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll
Okay.
go with that.
All right, new number 80. Oof. I don't know that I would have thought it was going to be that low, but here we are. All right, new 80 for Ryan. I don't think it's going to be that low for me, but let's find out. Like, part of me wants to like look at this stuff in advance so that that way I can just like kind of do it. But then it's like, am I like doing a disservice to the science?
A little bit, I think
by preconceived
like
notioning. Pre-watching, pre-ranking, whatever. But I mean, I am pre-watching to put the notes together. But at this point, it's been probably 6 months.
We should do a match sometime where maybe not but that you haven't seen.
I've thought about that.
Yeah.
I've thought it would be tricky to like put together like a ton of notes about it. But no, I've given that thought of like, Because there's actually one match I've heard really, really good things about that I've never seen.
Yeah,
So maybe.
put your notes around what you've heard.
Okay. But this guy, the Idea Man, Ryan Murphy. That's his next title. The Idea Man.
Some would say.
Okay, what's my ranking? I don't think it's great.
Oh no, really?
It's probably my brain is thinking okay.
And that behind that is bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But my okay is much lower than oh man. Okay, so my okay starts at 73.
So they're close.
So they aren't that far off.
Yeah.
So the bottom of good is Stone Cold versus Dude Love. No, that was a better match than this for sure. In the middle of okay, we have Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. The most okay, in my opinion, of those matches. Now that probably had more going. Okay, I got to think about the eyeball.
Do you need to think about it anymore?
No, the eyeball is
a
like
topic of discussion this whole goddamn time.
enough with the eyeball already.
Enough with the eyeball. He's fine. He's all good.
He didn't lose his eyesight.
Yeah.
He went on to have a very successful.
If he did pull his eyeball out, drop it, and then went on and fought, this would be like maybe in good.
Okay, noted. Okay, it's not at the top of okay. It's not as good as Jerry Lawler versus Andy Kaufman and Jimmy Hart. It's not as good as Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Okay, a similar tight theme. British Bulldogs versus Jack Foley and Les Thornton. That was where Mick Foley was an enhancement talent and got his jaw broken in the match.
Yeah, it's kind of some similarities.
And above that is Steve Austin versus Owen Hart, where Steve Austin nearly got his neck broken, but it turned out to be a stinger. He almost got
a lot of injuries out here.
I guess so. And then Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho above that. This is probably going to be in the middle of those. This is probably going to... Oh, no. What was your ranking number?
Just tell me I'm exactly right. I'm exactly spot on.
I'm actually looking a little bit... I thought mine was going to be a higher ranking. It is... I consider it to be not bad, but okay. But I think...
Do you hear that?
Is it me?
No.
What is it?
You didn't hear that?
You're breathing?
My stomach.
Oh. Why didn't you eat?
I did eat today. I eat relatively healthy today.
What did you eat?
Can you hear?
A couple of corn dogs? No, I can't hear your fucking stomach.
It's fucking loud. Like I can.
It's
like pulsating into the mic.
You've effectively broken me, so now I'm not offering you food anymore because like there's so many times where like how many times can I offer this man food that he just declines?
Well, you don't offer up salmon anymore.
Today was stuff.
Yeah, you know what? And also, next time you come over, have salmon at my place.
Okay.
I cook you salmon.
In Bothell?
Yeah.
When are you moving?
Next month.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, sorry, back to it.
I think it's new 84 for me. I can't believe it. If you would have asked me, and yeah, I wouldn't have thought we were so close.
Well, I rated it a little bit higher than you did.
You did. And I didn't even, yeah.
Well,
I mean, whatever. I can't be mad.
Sometimes, I'm just not as wrong as you think I am.
I never said you were wrong.
You look sad the whole match.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you weren't giving the match the attention it deserved. You were on your phone.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah. So we were a popcorn classic this match. All right. we got to move on. We got to finish this. Ryan, don't you hear Ryan's stomach?
It's going to do it again.
Markomaniacs. What are you going to eat for dinner tonight? It's not going to be as healthy as whatever you ate earlier, I guess.
No, it's not.
Feeling it won't be.
Burger King.
Oh, what's your Burger King order going to be?
I'm thinking like a Whopper with bacon, jalapenos.
Ooh, I've had like this weird craving for McDonald's the past.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I got to after this month I'm going to stop for like we'll be done, but
okay,
just salmon every night.
Solo living on his own, Ryan. He's getting.
I'm catching this out of the river, out of the Bothell River. I've got my fishing pole.
Apartment complex that you're moving into, does it have a fitness complex?
I don't know.
Okay,
and I didn't ask. No.
But I will find out.
But I think I should, right?
Eric's wisdom tree. Do you want to do one?
No, but why do I say, okay,
you're doing it right now.
No, I'm not. Take me off. This is horrible. I I do want to. I had one the other day. I can't.
I wasn't asking you for wisdom. I just wanted to see if you wanted to do a thing.
No, I had one. I had one. I felt like it was really good.
Your wisdom shrubs are bad.
Let me bring a wisdom shrub one of these days.
Fucking, if you write it down or something, then
I'll put it in my phone. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Then do it.
It was really good. Everyone was gonna love it.
I've had some good ones recently.
Good. Let's hear it.
This is what is speaking to me right now. I've always looked down on people with cracked phones.
Oh fuck.
I've always looked down on people with cracked phones. Like I've always thought how much better I am from them. And I just see like greasy smudges.
Can you see the crack right there?
No,
it's on the edge.
Oh, okay.
So I think I can cover it with a. I'm with you on this.
Yeah.
Even myself, I'm looking, but I'm just gonna cover it with a case.
Yeah,
I can't go on a day like that.
As you should.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I've always looked down on them, never to their face. I've never kink shamed them to their face, but I've always thought like, you idiot. How could you possibly do that to like a several $100 investment of a phone? And like I've always been, and I've never had any issues with my phones ever, until of course when I get like the most expensive fucking phone that I've ever bought in my entire life. Like I drop it one time and the fucking screen cracks. Like it just, I was so stupid that I wanted to keep using it, and I ended up cutting my finger trying to use this cracked fucking phone. And I was like, you idiot, just fucking get it fixed. And so I take it in. It's not under warranty. I didn't pay for fucking warranty.
You didn't do insurance or anything?
I didn't do insurance. Yeah. God damn it. And so then I take it into, it's not called You Break, We Fix anymore. It's called like some weird term that no one's ever going to remember. A Surion or something like that. Or maybe they've rebranded
like
it.
Like a little shop?
Yeah, a little third-party shop. And like, it was basically the cost of a phone. There's like multiple hundreds of dollars to get this fucking screen replaced. And it's like, God damn it, fine, fuck it, just do it. And then probably a month or so later, I ended up dropping it again. And like, it's not a horrible crack, but it's like, let's see, it's like basically there. Like there. It's a good sized crack, but it's not like horrendous.
I'm looking down at you right now too. Like
I feel so fucking stupid. Yeah. And like I don't know if I have more pity for people with cracked phones, or if I'm just like or now I'm just like, shame me. I don't know how to feel about this, but I just
Eric, I was literally, this wasn't my thing, but like I was literally just thinking the same. Like to the T, I was thinking the same. I was like, I see someone with a cracked phone, if they hand it to me, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like,
yeah, exactly.
How did you, like, are you so irresponsible you can't hold your phone? And then I do it too. Like, I got a, nice little, it's on the side, but like, I'm embarrassed. Mm-hmm. I can't go out in public,
Yes.
And I'm like, the same exact thought crossed my head.
It's horrific. Yeah. And like, now all these judgmental things I've thought about others, I'm thinking about myself.
You have a case on yours?
I don't. So, I mean, this is a case here on the outside, but like, the front, there's no protection on the front. But normally,
but the case should protect it.
Normally, yeah. I don't know I don't know if it's just like the design flaw of the case of the phone. I don't know what's going on.
I don't like cases. I like my bare phone. I like my phone exposed. It's slicker.
You like a raw dog phone?
I like a raw dog phone. I really do. Like this phone's kind of bulky, but the ones I've had that are slim look so much better, and they feel better without a case,
Easy, pal. They feel better when they slide into your pocket. Yeah. I mean, okay. I can sympathize. I understand what you're saying. Sexual innuendo aside, I understand what you mean.
It's not worth it.
It does feel better, but like, yeah, no, you need to have a case. Like it's ridiculous not to. Wait, do you not have you are just raw dogging your phone?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that was bound to happen. I drop my phone all the time.
Oh, same.
But, I've always relied on the case being like, okay, this is going to be fine.
But if you're a shorts guy or sweats guy, but like this, like these are pants, so it holds up. But if you're wearing shorts, it just slips out.
Oh, yeah.
At a moment's notice.
These are very shallow pockets on my pants that I'm wearing right now. And so Evelyn, whenever she goes downstairs, I'll always like scoot on my butt behind her, and inevitably, and like it's not even it's carpeted stairs. It's not like that's going to do anything, but still it falls out all the time.
No, it sucks.
So people with cracked phone screens, I apologize. I've thought too harshly of you. I understand how these things can happen now. Please accept my condolences to your situation.
but do better.
As Melania says, be best.
So you can't afford $2,000 on the spot. Like,
Be
come
best.
on, like,
But he said,
cut that out.
that's it. That's all. We're ending it. Follow us on Instagram. I keep saying Twitter. I keep dead naming Twitter. I guess I don't post on there anymore. I should change this. I'm saying this out loud right now. Eric and Post, you need to figure out some new ending scripting here. But if you're not hard, everybody get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. That's all, folks. Get some residue today.
I think the 1990s might have been the best time to go to the zoo.